What is going on, my dudes and dudettes? Sean here with SNS Serpentarium. Just chilling with my spotted python girl here. I'm sure you all know her by now. You've seen her enough. She's absolutely fantastic snakes. One of my favourites, to be honest though. Well, they're all one of my favourites. They're all fantastic snakes, but this snake's really got a good place in my heart. So yeah, today I just wanted to talk about 10 reasons why I love my spotted python. If you're new around here, guys, make sure you subscribe. I'm posting daily videos, and smash that notifications icon so you never miss a video. Really friendly comment section below, guys. Everyone's ace down there. I'm trying to build a nice community here where we can all get along just fine. So just feel free to comment down below if you've got a spotted python. And now let's just get straight into the video then. So 10 reasons why I love my spotted python. First reason is pretty obvious, really. I mean, look at that colour. I think they're really pretty snakes. They've got this sort of blotched, polished patination on them. They sort of look like anacondas in a way. They're really cool looking snakes. Really awesome to look at, I think, anyway. Each to their own, but I love them. The second reason then is actually what they feel like to the touch, believe it or not. As I said just now, they've got these polished scales and they don't feel like any other snake that I've touched, but they probably do feel like Stinsons and children's pythons because they are in the same group. But yeah, really different to the touch. It feels like nothing else I've touched before snake wise. Really different to hold these. Yeah, they're really cool little snakes. Third reason then is actually this size. This is a sub-adult female, and this is as big as what a boy would ever get. So they're nice and small. They've got these tiny little heads. Yeah, they're just awesome. They're so small, but they're big enough to be sort of fun to handle, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so they don't grow massive, and that's awesome then, because you don't have to worry too much about the enclosure being too small or anything, because even the smallest off the shelf Viv will not be too small really. A 3x3 or a 3x2 would be great for these guys. They max out around 3 to 5 feet roughly. Different specimens will get different size, and obviously females get bigger than the boys. This girl is around, what is she, around, so look, yeah, she's around 3 foot now. Around 3 feet this girl is. Yeah, she's growing really well. I'd expect her to be a larger specimen, because I'm not planning on breeding her for a good while yet. And that will sort of increase the growth then in long term. But yeah, I'm expecting it to be a large specimen of a spotted. The fourth reason why I love them then is they've got absolutely amazing appetites. They constrict us, so that means they coil up, and they really put on a show when they do eat as well, and that's something I personally really like in a snake. Feeding the snakes is the most fun part for me, or one of the most fun parts for sure, and these guys never miss a meal. In fact, every time I come up into my reptile room, she's by the tank looking to see if I've got any food for her. She's a really keen feeder. Sometimes you do have to watch your fingers with her, but as soon as she realizes you're not food, she's happy to come out and have a little bit of an explore. The fifth reason is these guys are semi-arboreal. They're fantastic climbers. They really they're entertaining to watch climb around the enclosure that you've got. You put a couple of branches and stuff in there, and they'll act like they're tree pythons. To be honest, they're really cool to watch roam around the Viv. And they sort of remind me, with the way they move and stuff, they sort of remind me of like little carpet pythons. And I think that's awesome, really, because carpet pythons, as you know, really popular pet, and for good reason. They're epic. The sixth reason then is actually it's a little bit odd reason, but I like the cute little faces. They've got these really cute little faces. See if I can get her to look at the camera. Look at that little face. How could you not love that little face of hers? She's just so cute. Look at her. Really, really cute little snake. Yeah, it's fantastic. Like, I really can't emphasize how cool these guys are. They're just so cute. Anyway, the seventh reason I love them is they've got this chunky build, but it's not overly chunky. It's sort of like a corn snake sort of build. Makes them really nice to hold, and they're not built like ball pythons or anything like that. They are actually the smallest species of python in the world, or the smallest group of pythons in the world. I'm not sure which of the three snakes in the group are the smallest, but you know, these guys are definitely contenders for the smallest group of pythons in the world. And the eighth reason then, because of that small size, obviously you need a smallish viv, that's what I mentioned before, and small prey items, which is pretty cool. You don't need to feed these as much as royal pythons or anything like that, so that makes them very cheap to keep as far as feeding them goes. You have got to watch these guys don't get fat, so definitely don't overdo the prey items. And as long as you've got, you know, reasonable prey items, a reasonable frequency, you shouldn't have any issues with that at all. And as long as you've got, you know, a sort of logs and stuff in your viv, so they're quite active, then you won't get any issues with them getting fat. So that's pretty awesome then. Ninth reason why I love them, guys, and that has got to be what are you doing? She's trying to constrict me. Oh no, I'm so scared. No, she's just trying to hold on. She's obviously she's a tree python. Well, tree python, semi-arboreal python. So she's just really, really strong, and that is actually the ninth reason. This strength. For a little snake, these are actually really strong. And it's really cool actually to watch them like climb up and stuff. And the, you know, the sort of feats they can do when they climb in because of that strength. It's awesome. They've got a really high sort of muscle to weight ratio and strength to weight ratio, and it's awesome. The I don't know if I'm on 9th or 10th now. I've just got so carried away with this gorgeous girl that I can't remember what I'm on, but we're gonna say 10th because I believe it is 10th. That's my gut instinct, so I'm going with it. 10th reason is actually these guys can have a lot of eggs per litter. I believe they can have up to 20 to 30 eggs sometimes for a big female, and that's really cool as well. And because they're not commonly seen, they're not greatly sought after either, but that makes them relatively inexpensive animals. And I think then that's great because a beginner or anyone can get them at an affordable rate, and you'll have a fantastic pet snake. They'll be with you for, you know, 20 plus years, which is, you know, that's truly amazing. How long these guys can live. And if you think about that, then if you pay like 80 or £100 and it lives 20 years, that's excellent value for money. You can get a lot of entertainment out of these guys over their lifespan for a relatively small cost. And that goes for more snakes. More snakes are long lived and more snakes are quite inexpensive, and that is one of the things that I do love about snakes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I hope I haven't been too rambly with it. I just love playing with my spotted. It's one of my favorite snakes to handle for sure, but then again, they're all one of my favorite snakes, so you know, I wouldn't keep them if I didn't love them. I'd recommend anyone get one, really. They're amazing snakes. It's a shame they're not more commonly kept, because they're fantastic pets. If you're new around here, guys, make sure you subscribe and smash that notifications icon. Videos daily, and you don't want to be missing that. If you want to see more videos on the spotted pythons, make sure you comment below what you'd like to see. We've got a very interactive comment section here. Really friendly community, with everyone sort of, you know, nice to each other and stuff like that. And I want to keep building on that, and keep that going as we move forward. I don't want any negativity here. I don't want anyone, you know, dissing each other in the comments or anything like that. I want to keep it nice and friendly, because there's no need for it at the end of the day. If you've got any criticism of anyone in the comments, just keep it constructive, guys. I don't want anyone being nasty to each other or anything like that. Newbie or not, you know, mistakes get made by people, and people say silly things sometimes, so let's just keep it nice and friendly. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm gonna cut to here now, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.